So what is absence management? When we talk about absence management, you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
See, we have actually, what is the absence plan? We have to run approvals, adjust balance, enter and edit balance, delete balance, enter balance, absence, upload certificates, approve, reject, ask for information. So what is the HR admin does? Absence plan, run approvals,
Okay.
adjust balance, enter and edit, delete balance. So HR admin is what? He's doing what?
We'll enter the leaves, adjust any leave balance.
So what does the HR admin does? Absence plans, he runs approvals, adjust balance, enter and delete, edit, delete balance. Absence plans, runs approvals, adjust balance, enter and delete, adjust, delete balance.
Okay.
Enter. So absence management overview is like what? What you have to carry on the absences of the employees. So carry on the absences of the employees, carry on the absences of the employees, and you have to upload the certificates, absence certificates, and then we have to approve, reject, ask for information, enter absence information, enter absence to subordinate. So you have to approve, reject, ask for information, enter absence for himself, enter absence for subordinates. So this is the way you do.
Okay.
Approve, reject, ask for information, enter absence for himself, enter absence for subordinate. Approve, reject, ask for information, enter absence for, so like when we are entering the absence details, you have to approve, reject, ask for information, enter absence for details, enter absence for subordinate. So this is the way you going to enter the information. Now going to absence setup components. This is the absence setup components. Rate definitions. You can create rate definition to calculate compensation rates and other rates such as approval rates using payroll balances. Rate definition is what? You can create rate definitions to calculate compensation rates and other rates such as approval rates using payroll balances, absence reasons, or reason for cause of absence. Rate definition is what? When you can create a rate definition, you can create the approval rates of rating the balances. Rate definition is what? Rate definition is what? You have to calculate the compensation rates of the. I will tell you what is rate definition in later slides. Okay. So absence setup components are these things. Absence reason or cause of absences. Absence plans are what? A compensation offering that describes you and how to pay for absence. There are three types of plan: approval plans, qualifications, and no entitlement. So when we talk about absences, absence are what? How absence plan is what? When there are three types of plans actually. When you talk about absences, there are three types of plans: approvals, qualifications, and no entitlement. Approval plans are those when you create absence plans that enable workers to accrue time for the purpose of paid leaves. So approvals are where what? When you are taking paid leave, that is for vacation. Suppose example vacation. When you're going for a vacation, I'm going for a vacation. Then in that case also you will be paid. You will be paid for that. Qualification में क्या? Use this type to create absence plan that enable where workers qualify for the plan as a result of events like long-term illness, maternity, and receive payment during the absence phase. Suppose I have taken a maternity leave. मैंने maternity leave लिया. Okay. So when that case maternity leave में क्या होता है? When I take a maternity leave, then in that case I will be paid during that period. I will be paid during that period. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, and when you are taking a qualification plan, you will be paid in the long-term illness, maternity. You will receive payment during the absence period. You will receive payment. Okay, so in that case, you will be receiving payment for that absence period.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, maternity, you can receive payment during this absence period. You will receive payment during that absence period. Okay. Receive payment during qualification, you will receive payment. No entitlement can create absence plan of this type to track paid and unpaid absence without maintaining accurate balance or providing leave entitlement such as periodic approvals. No entitlement means create absence plan of this type to track paid or unpaid and without maintaining accurate balance or providing leave and such periodic. Periodic accruals क्या होता है? When you are talking about periodic accruals, then what is happening? No entitlement means you are not going to be paid in that period. Unpaid leave रहेगा.
Okay.
You are not going to be paid in that period. Unpaid. without paying and maintaining accrual balance or providing leave entitlement, such as periodic accruals. You are not going to be paid in that period.
Yeah.
Not maintaining accrual balance or providing leave, such as periodic accruals. So you are not going to be paid in that period. That is called unpaid leave, periodic accruals.
Okay.
That you are not going to be paid with. That is called accrual. That is called absence plan. So the three types of absence plan: accrual, qualifications, and no entitlement.
Okay.
Now coming to absence type. Absence type is what? When the primary description of the function of absence such as vacation, maternity leave, sick time, and sick leave. This subset of object controls the appearance of user interface and it determines the general approach of processing absence. So absence regions and absence plans are created absence type. Absence type में क्या होता है? It is called vacation, maternity, generic absence, illness and injury, and in generic absence, childbirth. So all these types are called absence types. Repeating time periods क्या होता है? Approval processing frequency will depend on the following time period to select. Repeating time period means like what is the frequency within which time period you can select that repeating time period, within which you can select that this thing leave.
Okay.
Repeating time. Then pattern derives the general appearance and processing of the absence transaction. Generic means the pattern is for both absence types such as vacation. After pattern क्या हुआ? Generic absence. मतलब like it's a general leave that you're taking. This pattern is used for both absence types such as vacation. Illness and injury. This pattern has additional configured attributes and dates to track the onset of illness and injury. This pattern has additional configured attributes. And date to track the onset of illness and injury. That means if the person is ill or injury. So there are three types of absence patterns: generic, illness and injury, childbirth, can be controlled to both planned and actual dates of leaves based on expected and actual date of childbirth or placement. So there we have generic leave, where the absence type is vacation. Illness and injury, we have the additional configured dates and dates to track the onset of illness and injury. Childbirth or placement, this pattern can be configured to manage both planned and actual dates of leaves based on expected and actual dates of childbirth. So when you are planning to have childbirth, actual dates of leaves based on expected and actual dates. So in that case, this is the child plan and actual dates of leave based on expected and actual dates of childbirth and placement हुआ. So in that case, क्या हुआ? Childbirth and placement. In that case, this is the generic pattern of leave. Generic means pattern is best used for absence types such as vacation. This pattern has additional configured attributes date to track the onset of illness and injury. Childbirth, we have the planned and actual dates of these based on expected actual date of childbirth and placement. So these three patterns are generic, illness and injury, childbirth and placement. Navigation. Now, when we go to absence records, absence records deal with absence type. Absence records deal with what? Absence records deals with the person management. That means whatever the account is there, whatever the people are there, that how to configure the how to maintain absence records of the employees. Okay, so of the employees.
Okay.
Schedule and monitor processes means hota hai, like where you can schedule you can run a request. Absence definitions में क्या? Absence reasons, certifications, plan. मेरा तो ये सब रटा हुआ है. मुझे I have taken इतने सारे training, so I don't need a slide to explain. I can teach you likewise only. So absence definitions में क्या? Reasons, certifications, plans, types, configurations. So reasons क्या हुआ? What is the reason of absence? What is the certification? Okay. Certification means what is the chutti? What is the you have to submit? If the system is allowing you to submit the certification, that means what is the reason of your putting the certificates? You have to put the certificates, right? So like suppose you are ill, so you have to put the doctor's certificate to maintain that this is the absence certification. Absence plans means what? You have to put the why are you configuring the absence? What are the absence plans? That is what we call it, accruals, qualifications, and no entitlement. Okay. Absence types में क्या होगा? Patterns. Absence patterns में क्या हुआ? Generic, illness and injury, and generic, illness and injury और क्या हुआ? Generic, illness and injury,
birth leave,
and illness,
like birth leave also. Child birth leave.
चाइल्ड बर्थ, हाँ. एब्सेंस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन तो पता नहीं मुझे. एब्सेंस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में वही सेटअप करना पड़ेगा, या खुद सेटअप. एलिजिबिलिटी में आती अराइव फैक्टर्स एंड एलिजिबिलिटी प्रोफाइल. ड्राइव फैक्टर्स क्या हुआ? दैट मींस हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू मैनेज द ड्राइव फैक्टर्स, मींस लेंथ ऑफ सर्विस, एज, ये सब आएंगे. एलिजिबिलिटी प्रोफाइल क्या हुआ? व्हाट इज द eligibility profile? Means what is the eligibility profile of the candidate. That means what is the how are the candidates eligible for that profile. Repeating time periods means manage repeating time periods means how are the candidates like what are the repeating time periods, like weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. Okay. So you can see these are the setups for doing the absences: lookups, value sets, flex fields, fast formulas, eligibility profiles, rate definitions, absence plans, absence certifications, absence reasons, absence times, absence categories. Absence lookups में आएगा. Lookups, value sets, flex fields, fast formulas, eligibility profiles, rate definitions, absence plans, absence certifications, absence reasons, absence types, absence categories. Lookups में क्या आएगा? And your lookups types is what? The first front end part. The front end path. Sorry, जो lookups that मैंने कल जो सिखाया, what I have taught you yesterday. Value sets क्या हुआ? Value sets क्या हुआ?
The set of values of what is required.
List of values में जो रहते हैं. Suppose whatever the list of values you have, that means whatever the list of values you have, that means list of values में क्या होते हैं? जैसे you have what you have the list of values. That means you have what? You have flex fields, you have the independent set of values, dependent set of values, flex fields, then we have fast formulas, then we have eligibility profiles, then we have rate definitions. Eligibility profiles means what is the eligibility profiles that you have that you can go for it. Rate definitions means what is the rate definitions that you can calculate on the basis of rate definitions means what is the rate with which you calculate the absence factor. You can see I will show you on the screen. Absence plans means approvals, qualifications, and no entitlement. Absence certifications means you have to submit the doctor's certificate. Absence reasons means you have to go for writing what is the reason of absence reasons means what is the reason of taking the leave. Absence type means absence type I have to check. Absence category भी वही होता है, एक ही चीज है. Now coming to create derived factors, eligibility profile. Create absence plan, absence certifications, absence reasons, derived factors, eligibility profiles. Create absence plans, absence certifications, absence reasons, derived factors, eligibility profiles. Create absence plans, absence certifications, absence reasons. So these are the steps, absence management steps. Derived factors and eligibility profile hoga. Then create absence plans, absence certifications, absence reasons. Then we have to link the eligibility profile and derived factors. Define the approval matrix. Create absence type and link with plan. Absence reasons, link eligibility profile and derived factors as required. Define approval matrix. Create absence type and link with plan. That means you have to create an absence type and you have to link with plan. Okay? Absence patterns means like illness and injury, sickness. Absence plan means sickness, and so I will teach you how to do all this. Now coming to absence type, plans and reasons, types, attributes, display features, action items. So what we are learning?
Absence.
Go to my client group, absences. Okay. Now I'm going to explain you one more thing. Okay. So all these things: absence reasons, absence certifications, absence plans, absence types, rate definitions, drive factors, and repeating time periods. Absence records. Okay. So now when we create absence plans, instead of going to absence records, go to my client group's absences. Go to schedule and monitor absence processes. Go to absence reasons first. Absence reasons, I'll explain one by one what are the absence reasons. मुझे तो ये सब रटा हुआ क्योंकि I am explaining all these things. Absence, write the effective date, effective start date, write it as 1, and name as absence PR underscore US underscore absence reasons. So absence reason is can be anything. Why are you taking leave?
Yeah.
Make it as US. Why are you taking leave? Save and close. Clear in absence reasons. Okay. Now search for your absence reasons. Search. Okay. Save and close. Okay. Now go to absence certifications. Create. What is absence certifications? Absence certification is what you can, you have to submit a document that the person is taking a leave. So you have to submit a document that why is he taking a leave.
Okay.
Go to US. Name as, write it a documentation, write as US underscore doctor certificate. So if you're absent, then you can write it down as doctor certificate, that you have to submit a doctor certificate.
Okay.
Update authorization status, update absence record, update route, update authorization status, update late notice waiver. That means if you don't submit the doctor certificate, if you're not submitting it, right? If you're submitting the doctor certificate, I'm going to submit it, right? But if you don't submit it, so update the authorization status. Absence record update rule means update the authorization, update late notice waiver status. That means I will have some time in submitting my doctor certificate. I will get some time in submitting my data doctor certificate. I have some late notice. That means I will get some time in submitting that certificate. Suppose I will take 10 days more. I will require 5 more days to submit that certificate. Okay, so late notice usi ko kehte hain. So if you want to configure like this, you can configure like this also. Okay? Triggers are what? On demand. That means that certificate should be generated on demand. That means बोलने पर करना है कि on absence submit. That means whenever you take a leave, you have to submit that certificate.
Okay.
But write it down all these things because these questions will be asked wherever you go. Implementation thing, na, it will ask everything. When we started our career, we used to write it everything. Each tab, each word is important in this actually. And in absences, there are less setups. There are many confusing this thing. There are many confusing certificates. This is very confusing. This whole tab, and this is very confusing. When you do implementation, it is very difficult to do. It is very difficult to understand each and every, because each and see, you see, they are so confusing.
Oh yeah.
Absence record update, set value to true, set value to false. What is this? Allow creation on demand. Absence record update, none. Due date rule, not applicable.
Now, what is that absence record update? None.
Absence record update, that means set value to true. That means if you want the absence records update, if you want that to be true, if you want that to be false, that means you want to be update. That means you want absence records. I will teach you after this, because absence records I have not started teaching absence certification. Okay, absence records is this one. Okay. Now due date rule, due date, passage of due date, that means calculation date and capture date. Due date rule means like if you have submitted the documents, if you have submitted the doctor certificate, this is the due date by which you have to submit it. Calculation date and capture date. So you submit the calculation date. Calculation date from the absence start date. That means if I'm taking a leave on 9th of June. So 1st of June se main agar leave rahi hu. If I'm taking leave from 1st of June, the absence start date, from the absence start date, that will be the calculation date.
Okay.
This is the calculation date for submitting the doctor certificate documentation. Okay. Expiration date is not required. Reason rule, entry required. That means if you have to give the reason for absence, you can give it. Entry required, not applicable. Okay.
Okay.
So this is where we do it. Save and close. Enter duration attribute. Duration right is. Acha, if you have writing the duration, suppose 5 days, you can say 5 days. I'll take the duration. Okay.
Okay.
Absence certification. Now coming to absence plans. This is very important. Write it down each and every step because it's very important. Write the effective date as first. United States. Now plan type. What are the approval times? What are the absence types I have told you? 3 types of absence plans. Accrual, qualification, no entitlement.
No.
And also compensatory donation is also there. ठीक है? ये भी होते हैं. Accruals. I will first teach you accruals. Continue. Plan attributes, participation, approvals, entries and balances, additional details. So, US_absence plans. What is happening? Absence plans. Okay. Plan UM is what? UM is what? That means days. You can write here absence plan as days or absence plan as hours, whatever.
Unit of measure.
Status active. What is concurrent entitlement?
Enable concurrent. What's that?
Concurrent entitlement means like multiple. This can absence plan. That means this office can be. This can be used for multiple absence plans. This can be used for multiple absence plans. That means multiple absence. This employee can use multiple absence plans. That is why if I enable this, you can see along with other plans simultaneously during absence. That provide plan entitlement along with other plans simultaneously during absence period. That means everybody can use this thing. Description. Plan UAM means number of days, hours, calendar days. Calendar day. What is the difference between calendar days and days?
Calendar days is including weekend.
Yes. How do you know?
Because ours is calendar days. Our organization leaves are based on calendar days.
Calendar days is you are submitting the when you are submitting the number of weekends also included. And days में weekends included नहीं होते हैं. ठीक है? Plan UAM number of days. Legislative grouping code that is not required. That is not required. Type calendar year. ठीक है? Calendar year you can write here as 1st of January से. You can calculate. Okay.
Okay.
Now coming to participation. Waiting period. What is waiting period?
Waiting period. I don't know.
Waiting period and vesting period. Waiting period is what? That is the number of days a person has to wait for accruing that leave. So you for approval for accruing that leave. That means you have, in order to avail for this approval plan, you have to wait for these number of days, 5 days, I suppose I say, to accrue that plan, 5 calendar days, okay, or 10 weeks, whatever you are. Now, on loss of eligibility means loss of plan. That means after the loss of plan eligibility means like when the plan transfer the positive balance, disperse positive balance. What is the time? Transfer the positive balance. That means up kya? Like you have to transfer the positive balance to somebody else. Like you have to transfer the positive balance to the next payroll period. Whatever accrual balances you have to transfer that balance. Okay. Okay. So that is the thing. Employee termination means what? Disperse positive balance, recover negative balance. Disperse positive. If the employee is terminated, what is the absence rule? that is applicable. Disperse positive balance, recover negative balance. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So disperse the positive balance, they get recover the
Yeah.
negative balance. Okay. So I will check on both these boxes. Now coming to transfer rules, limited or unlimited. Limited by flat amount. That means you have to limit by flat amount. Target plan formula. Okay. So this is not required. Transfer rules, that means how you're going to transfer the leads that you have. As of event means as of the event date. Enrollment start date means that means when the event has started, that on the 1st of June. So this is the event enrollment start date. Okay, as of event. Enrollment end date as of event. Okay.
Okay.
What is the eligibility? This is very important. Eligibility means select an ad. Write here 10 or you can write 1. Eligibility profile. If you have created an eligibility profile, you can attach yours, but your eligibility profile is not created over here. So it is not required over here. So write here as active payroll eligible. Suppose I write it as active payroll eligible. Search. Search. Okay. So this is the eligibility profile. I'm attaching the
Yes,
okay. Okay. Negative balance. Loss of eligibility is enabled.
You have selected the transfer positive balance in the on loss of.
But you have to check this checkbox. I want to transfer the positive balance. Right? Save and close. Oh, not save and close. I just forgot to tell you the other one also. This will continue and then we'll continue tomorrow. This will finish.
Okay.
Search for your absence plans. No, we have not completed this thing. I have just completed participation. Now go to approvals. It has so many tabs in between now that you will get confused about it. Now create accrual matrix. Create accrual matrix. Create expression builder. First, go to derived. Write here age factor. Write here as entities. Write here as person. Write here as you can write here as person operators greater than any derived. Write here as length of service less than 3 months of service. Okay, length of service we can write. Insert into operations expression operators.
Okay.
Insert into operators greater than. Insert into expression. Insert into expression greater than 1. Length of service suppose greater than 5. That means this is the that we have made. Accrual rate, that means 200. Accrual formula, if you write, if you want to attach the formula, you can attach. Otherwise, without formula ke bhi chalega. Nay, write another one. Create 20. I'm creating 2 expression build accrual matrix.
Okay.
Now, either you can create accrual matrix or you can create a formula over here. So I have not attached a formula. I have attached an accrual matrix. Expression builder. And write here as greater than operators mein jao, and write here as start with derived, start with age 60 30 25 under 25. Insert into expression age 35. Say this is the criteria, and you can write here as equal to less than equal to. Insert into expression. Go to length of service. Click on this. Year of service. Insert into expression. You delete this. So approval formula, length of service. So this is the 2 I have made. Length of service, this one you can say length of service.
Okay.
Length of service less than 3 months, greater than 5. Okay.
Okay.
Length of 5, greater than 5. Okay. And length of service less than 3 years. So all these 2 criteria I have made to create this accrual builder. Go to entries and balances and write here enable adjustments. Okay. You have to adjustment and transfers. That means you want to enable transfer, go to update, edit, update it. And entries and balances means that means you want to enable the transfers, enable adjust these 2 adjustments. Okay. Now then going to discretionary disbursement means what? This is for enable for administrator, enable for manager, enable for worker. Disbursement rule flat amount. That means what? That means minimum you can say as 10,000 rupees. Maximum you can say as 12,000 rupees. Discretionary disbursement means like what amount you can disperse and the you are dispersing. So that is called discretionary disbursement. Enable transfers means that we want to transfer the amount from one person to transfer that amount. Then you can call this enable transfer. Enable adjustment means clerical and compensatory. That means whatever errors you are having, like you can write. Okay? And coming to elective disperse and donations. Donations means if you are donating some amount of time, if you're donating some amount of time to donating some amount of your approval plans to some other person, then you can create a donation amount, flat amount. You can say, suppose minimum 10,000 and maximum 20,000. So like this is the time donation rule I'm setting for my approval plan. Okay. So enable for administrator, enable for manager, enable for workers. That means administrators, managers, and workers, both these things can avail that plan. Rate name, you can write the absence rate. So whatever is the rate, if you are having the rate definition, that means with what rate, final disbursement rate rule. That means with what rate you're going to get that. Okay. Now payroll integration means transfer the payroll absence payment information for payroll. If you want this information to be transferred to payroll, then you have to click this checkbox. Otherwise, you don't click this checkbox. You have to create an element. You have to transfer it. Okay. This is where defined rate you can click as absence rate. Okay. So this is the way we do it.